Biafran government in exile chief of staff, Dr. Ngozi, has come out to debunk the wanton lies of the chief of defense staff, of course, General Christopher Musa, that Simon Ekpa extradition deal has been sealed. She has come out to what? To bust the lies. That it is just a lie that has fallen flat on its face. That Simon Ekpa, on no reason, shall be extradited. First and foremost, Simon Ekpa is a close ally to the Prime Minister of Finland. Secondly, Simon Ekpa was just merely invited for questioning. And of course, he will be in that custody for just 2 weeks while the investigation will be done and concluded. She assures the Biafran citizens that after 2 weeks, Simon Ekpa will return back to work and, of course, continue the struggle. They understand that this euphoria, it's all propaganda. Nigeria is a propaganda machine. Don't forget, this is how they said that they killed the Boko Haram leader. How many times, if you remember, how many times have they said they killed that man? Bello Turji. Bello Turji is one of the most deadly bandits, leading the Boko Haram. They have come out to say that they've killed him over 4 times, and this guy will say that, well, yeah, I am. Yeah, I am. Don't forget Shekau. The same thing with Shekau. So Nigerian government, Nigerian army are so good at propaganda. They use all these machinations to, of course, to dilute, the passion, the strength. It's what we call psy-hubs. They call it psychological operations in military. And ever since yesterday, we can see that so many Western media outfits and even the Nigerian media outfit, most of them have been spreading these rumors that Simon Ekpa will be extradited in a few days' time. And there have been so many rumors whereby some people are saying that if he comes back, I will be the first person to deal with him. We have even heard some senators say that, when this guy comes back, I'll be the first person to slap him and all that. It is all lies. Chief of staff for Biafran government in exile has assured the Biafran people that Simon Ekpa is not coming anywhere. He is a Finnish citizen. He has operated, he has worked with the Finnish army. He is a renowned lawyer in Finland. So the fact that Simon Ekpa is an ignorant citizen who doesn't possibly know the laws of Finland should be thrown out of the window is a lie that shouldn't see the light of the day. So there are so many rumors. These are just tactics, deployed, common by the Nigerian army. They use these psychological operations to deter, to make you emotional and just make you weaken your spirit. At the end of the day, you will just find out they actually said this without any fact. The chief of staff, Dr. Ngozi, have dared them to provide evidences that the extradition process has even started. Nothing to show for. It is just words of mouth. They just come out and issue statements that Simon Ekpa listen. Simon Ekpa has denounced his Nigerian citizenship for over 3 to 4 years now, whereby he televised it. Simon Ekpa even televised it. He tore his passport, wrote a letter, he returned the medal that he won for Nigerian government. So the issue that Simon Ekpa is a Nigerian citizen is a foregone story. The only country that Simon Ekpa pays allegiance to now, the only country Simon Ekpa is documented to be a citizen now, is Biafra and Finland, right? So, and we all know that the Biafran government in exile, right, is not yet, has not been declared. is still a nation in the pipeline. So if they will ever extradite him anywhere, it will just be to Finland, as it were. So this idea that this guy will return to this guy will face capital punishment of firing square. This guy might be hung. We've seen so many people make so many wishes. You know, if only wishes were horses, beggars will ride. This is a man who understood that I wouldn't make a mistake his own predecessor made, which was Nnamdi Kanu. He has learned from the mistakes Nnamdi Kanu made, and he has watched, and he has vowed not to ever make such a mistake. So the idea that Zabon Ekpa has been captured, yes, he will be bundled. Oh, Finland is not Kenya, right? Finland is not Kenya. If at all Zabon Ekpa has committed any offense, as depicted in the statement released by the Finnish press yesterday, they said he is being investigated for financial, terrorism financing. He's been investigated for malicious funds received. So all these are the allegations that are against Zabon Ekpa, and those things are just within the jurisdiction of Finland. So the idea that they will come back and face criminal Nigerian justice and face Musa, or maybe face Tinubu, are all these are just wishes that will never come to pass. Let us listen to the words of the Chief of Staff of Biafran government in exile. And then when we come back, we continue our conversation.
We are more determined now than before for the restoration of the independent state of Biafra on 2nd December 2024. Nothing in this life, absolutely nothing will deter us. Nothing will stop us. So on this note, I want to bring to the notice of all Biafrans that our Prime Minister is safe and sound, very healthy in Finland, attending to these issues that usually most of us know. The terrorist state of Nigeria will always try, in one way or the other, to bribe their way into all the different foreign countries, to bribe their way into places like United Nations, African Union, to bribe their way into every internationally established community or organization. The Nigerian government, using the Europeans, using United Kingdom as part of their deal, will always try to disrupt, will always try to tamper with the restoration of Biafra, United States of Biafra. But I want to tell everybody listening here today that the power that Nigerian government has, where they stop is where this government begins. I need them to know that our Excellency, His Excellency, the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic, Simon Ekpa, has already laid a full structure for the restoration of Biafra. Nobody on earth will stop that. We are both at home and we are abroad. Biafra will be restored from diaspora. Our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, has laid the structure by introducing His Excellency Simon Ekpa to be in charge of this ship where we are right now, and that ship is on course. Our leader Nnamdi Kanu, or you all should remember, he is with the Nigerian DSS today because of what we are doing. Our leader Nnamdi Kanu has said, instead of Biafra not to come, Nigeria will be burned to ashes. And I promise you today, instead of Biafra not to come, we, every single individual in Biafra government, in all the structures that our PM has laid down, we will burn Nigeria down. And any country, both international and in homeland, that tries to tamper, that tries to intervene, that tries to stop this restoration, that country will get the brunt of Biafrans. So I thank you all for coming here today. like our Honorable Uche has explained to us what happened in Finland. Our Prime Minister, His Excellency Simon Ekpa, has been invited by the Finnish local authorities to volunteer information on what is going on. And our PM has always said he is looking for this opportunity for the government to officially know that Biafrans cannot continue to stay in a country where President Tinubu and Nigerian leaders reintegrate and rehabilitate non-terrorists into the Nigerian police and the Nigerian military and the Nigerian Air Force and custom, and they continue to kill our people. Our Prime Minister has looked forward to this particular moment with few innocent Biafrans that were taken by the Finland authority. They were invited to come. According to them, they were involved in money, they were making donations, they were funding terrorism. All of you listening to me today, who is the biggest terrorist country we have in the world? Who is among the biggest terrorists? Who is the government that are killing Christians in their numbers? Who is the government reintegrating terrorists? Who is the government expecting two types of laws? One Sharia in the northern part of Nigeria and then the regular in the south. Who is the government that invited all the different types of terrorists you have? They have their base in Nigeria today. Who is the government that is inviting Hamas and Hezbollah and inviting them to Abuja to come and partner with them? Who is the government when election is conducted? Somebody will go behind the scene and switch the election. They'll carry the election bus and they will steal it. Who is the government doing that? And now they are saying that PM is inciting. Let them know that Biafra is a nation. Our PM is defending Biafrans by the second. Our PM has noted that the way it is done before, where we Biafrans, we just sit, we watch, and these terrorists will come and kill us, kill our mothers, rape our women, kill our children, take away our boys and girls. That is what our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa has vowed to stop. And he has vowed with his life. All of us Biafrans in the Debunking cabinet, the Defense Homeland, the Biafran Liberation Forces, the Biafran Army, we have vowed with our life. We are going to continue this same call, this same place that our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa has. Nobody will stop that. I want to let Biafrans know that our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa has set all the structures in place for Biafra restoration from the beginning to the end. So taking him or removing him to go and ask him questions to delay or to disrupt our Finland convention for the next 1 or 2 weeks, it is not going to have any effect. Rather, it is going to make all Biafrans more determined in the restoration of the independent state of Biafra. We are a full-fledged country. We have met all the criteria for a full-fledged country. We conducted our referendum where over 50 million Biafrans have voted for the independent state of Biafra. We've conducted different topics, we did a Twitter poll where 98% of Biafrans want to exit Nigeria because Nigeria is a killing ground. No sensible person in the world, no sane leader, no individual that has his or her honest right will ever support the existence of a killing ground called Nigeria, where people are killed in their thousands every single day. No sane leader will support that. So anything that Nigerian government is doing, anything the local Finland authorities is doing, I want to assure them that inviting our Prime Minister or delaying him or making him not to be part of the Finland Convention, which he holds dear to his heart, that will not stop nothing. We are the people. The power belongs to us. The laws of self-determination allow us to rule ourselves, to determine who is going to be our leader. And Biafrans have done that clearly over the past 2 years after they kidnapped and renditioned our leader, Ngozi from Kenya. He is right now in Nigeria DSS dungeon. They did that because they think that when they take our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, there will be nothing about Biafra anymore. That was their wish. That was their thought. And now they are partnering with the local authorities in Finland to invite our Prime Minister to disrupt our Finland Convention. And let me ask everyone listening to me, if the rendition of our leader Nnamdi Kanu to Nigeria, if that didn't work, what made Nigerian government think that inviting Simon Ekpa by the local police in Finland will work? They know it's not going to work. It's even going to get worse. It's going to get more brutal because we are determined for Biafra restoration. Nobody can stop that. We are all aware that all these are all the crooks perpetuated by the Nigerian government to disrupt what we are doing. And I want to ask Biafrans, before I finalize my talk, let me ask you, when has self-determination, when has the right of a people to rule themselves, when has it become a crime? When has it become terrorism? The world watches. Biafrans, every weekend we have to raise money. The reason we raise money is because Nigerian government uses reintegrated terrorists to continue to kill our people. They make our youth disappear forcefully. People are taken away from Biafra land and they dump them in prisons in the north, in the west. No, without any justice, without any lawyer. Our leader Nnamdi Kanu was renditioned from Kenya by the same Nigerian government, by the same people that went to complain to the local authorities in Finland about our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. Our leader was renditioned from Kenya. United Nations set up a committee and told Nigerian government to release our leader Nnamdi Kanu. They refused to do that. 3 law courts in Nigeria has told Nigerian Tinubu government to release Nnamdi Kanu. The terrorist government run by Nigeria refused to release him. And now they think without releasing Nnamdi Kanu, if they incarcerate our PM briefly, that is going to make any change. Just think their major reason is to make sure that we take away our PM Simon Ekpa briefly, and then there will be no declaration of Biafra. Hell, oh my goodness. If they know how Biafrans are prepared this time, they will just leave our leader within the next 30 minutes, because what is coming both to Nigeria and to any international country that participates, become part of anything to disrupt the restoration of Biafra, they will get themselves killed. On that note, I thank Biafrans. I want to let you all know our PM is hale and happy. It is just a brief disruption to our plans, which is not going to affect anything in any way. I want all the 40 states of Biafra to be resolute more than ever at this time. The Biafran Liberation Army, our Biafra Defense Forces, now is the time to be more resolute. Our PM has given instruction. Any terrorist in Nigeria, any Nigerian military, Nigerian police, Nigerian Air Force, anything wearing Nigerian uniform inside Biafra land, they are the reintegrated terrorists that Nigeria want to use to kill and stop Biafra. So the Biafra Defense Forces, from this moment, you must increase whatever you have been doing. This is the time to increase it towards our final restoration. Our demands are very, very clear. Remove all the terrorists wearing Nigerian military and police uniform in Biafra land. Secondly, release our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Again, whatever investigation you are doing with our Prime Minister, you need to release him ASAP, because what he is doing is saving our lives. We must be alive for our freedom. So anything, anybody, all the terrorists in Biafra land, from this moment, just be aware that the forces we are going to release as a government from today is going to be very, very deadly. Because you cannot come to our land, kill us, and then go free. We must defend ourselves. This order is from our PM. Nobody can stop that. What we are doing is what United Nations has given us the right to do, the right to self-determination. Nobody can take that away from us. We have met all the criteria to be a nation. We have a geographical area. We have the 40 states in Biafra with all the administrators in charge in Homeland. We have created alliances with nations. We have bodies that are working for us. We've met all the criteria as a nation. They killed us before, between 1967 and 1970. After the war, they gave all Biafrans only 20 pounds, regardless of how much you have in your bank account. Some Biafrans have millions of dollars, millions of pounds in their account. They gave Biafrans, every single Biafran, only 20 pounds after the war. And what has that 20 pounds done? That 20 pounds have made Biafrans all over the world the best in what they do. So nobody can stop that. And our declaration will happen in Finland between November 29th and December 3rd, 2024. Nothing shakes, nothing moves. We must restore Biafra by 2nd December. Thank you so much, everyone.